Good morning and happy Tuesday, everyone. Thanks so much for starting off your day with us. I'm Allison Ross.
I'm Kyle Averman. Yeah, a lot of people getting ready to head out the door this morning, whether you're going to work this morning, maybe you're getting ready to go to the airport. A lot happening because it's Thanksgiving
this week off.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's check in right now with meteorologist Matt Jordan with a look at what you can expect as you're walking outside this morning. Hey there, Matt.
Well, if you're walking outside this morning, it's going to be cold, it's going to be clear, it's going to be a little hazy. The smoke from fire is still out there and the winds start to pick up. A little bit later in the day, you may be kind of just sensing a change in the air overall. We tend to see that when we make these little transitions from high pressure to low pressure, from calm, clear conditions to this is exactly what you're seeing behind me, actually. Yeah, we've got a system on the way. Low pressure this time of year typically brings us rather wet, windy, cloudy, wintry conditions. That's exactly what we're going to see. Now, this isn't anything unusual. It's not any major storm that is crazy for our area. It's just taken a while to get here, and it's a big transition from the almost sunny and warm afternoons to what we could see as we head into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Thanksgiving specifically, especially when it comes to travel, could be a little bit affected by this, especially over those higher elevations. So be aware of that. Keep checking back for updates because we have snow at the passes possible as we get into Thursday morning, Friday morning, possibly into Saturday, and then a lot of rain for the coast. 1 to 4 inches possible as we go over the next few days. Today, probably the best day to go and travel. Wednesday, bringing a chance of showers in the afternoon and evenings. Back to you.
All right, Matt, thanks so much. We begin this half hour with a deadly crash in Josephine County. Highway 199 is back open right now after police shut it down for several hours during their investigation yesterday. According to the Illinois Valley Fire District, 1 person died and 2 others were injured after a rollover crash near Highway 199 and Pinewood Way. 2 patients were taken to Asante Three Rivers Medical Center. Their injuries right now are unknown. Oregon State Police are leading that investigation.
Police are looking for 2 suspects that led them on a chase in 2 stolen cars. The suspects, 21-year-old Sydney Sutherland and 23-year-old Mickey Gallitz, are on the run. According to Central Point Police, officers tried to stop 2 cars traveling on Beale Lane Sunday night in Central Point. Both vehicles had been reported stolen. They each led police on separate pursuits before crashing in different locations. The drivers then fled on foot. If you have any information, you're asked to call police.
The Oregon Department of Justice says police were justified in shooting and killing a man near Klamath Falls last month. Police say the shooting happened after Philip Moeski attacked a state trooper and took off. The case was referred to the Oregon Attorney General's office.
They made the determination that there was not an unreasonable use of force and that criminal prosecution will not be sought.
A woman who was in the car fled the scene and was arrested following an extensive search of the area. The names of the officers involved in that shooting have not been released.
The city of Chicago is reeling from a shooting that killed 4 people inside of a hospital yesterday. Officials say a man and a woman were arguing outside of Mercy Hospital when a man allegedly shot and killed her before running inside. Police say the man then exchanged gunfire with police, killing 2 other people, including 28-year-old officer Samuel Jimenez. Authorities say the suspect was also killed, but it's not clear if it was his gunshot or a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Back here in Oregon, the murder mystery novelist accused of killing her husband is now asking a judge to seal her jail visitor log. On Monday in court, prosecutors said they want to see the log because they say Nancy Brophy is committing crimes while in custody and some of her visitors may be involved. The judge says he will make a ruling on the issue later this week. Brophy is accused of shooting her husband to death in June at a culinary school where he taught. Murder was the topic of many of her novels and stories, including a 2011 blog post entitled How to Murder Your Husband.
A man was caught on camera trying to siphon some gas from a U-Haul truck in Portland when his plans went up into flames. These flames caught on security cameras' attention, so the fire fully engulfed 2 vehicles Monday morning. Portland Fire and Rescue quickly knocked down those flames, but it didn't find the man who was seen running from the burning cars. Fire officials say that fire started in his van and then quickly spread to a U-Haul. And closer to home at 6:35, sadly, more than a dozen cats died in a small fire in rural Josephine County. According to Rural Metro Fire, a small shed that had been converted into a home for cats caught fire yesterday morning in the Colonial Valley, Rural Metro says the flames started to spread to the garage, but it did not reach the main house. Investigators say that fire started from a portable heater inside that shed. Fire officials are urging everyone to be extremely careful with your heating devices, especially those used for outdoor pets and livestock in this cold weather season.
Now to our fire danger red report at 6:35, and you've just got to check out this view. It's an up-close look at just how brave the Los Angeles Fire District air operations pilots really are. The two pilots were dropping water on part of the Woolsey fire when they received a request to rescue some people in the hills over Malibu. It was a difficult landing because of all the antennas of vehicles and service buildings, plus their fuel was running low. Nevertheless, they persevered and rescued 3 people and 2 dogs. By the way, the Woolsey fire is now 97,000 acres in size and 94% contained.
As the campfire continues to burn, search and rescue teams are continuing to search for loved ones. In that fire, the Lake SAR team arrived in Paradise over the weekend. 6 volunteers work around the clock searching for remains of people lost in that fire. That fire is 151,000 acres and 70% contained. As of the latest check, 79 are dead.
A local church is also helping those affected by the Camp Fire. Pastor Lee Gregory of Medford Neighborhood Church drives a school bus. He says he heard about the outcry of support for Paradise from children on his route. So he just started to start the I Care campaign using the Medford Neighborhood Church as a spot where people could leave donations. All those donations will be dropped off at the Medford Neighborhood Church, and all donations will go directly to those affected by the Camp Fire. Your time right now is 6:37 on the dot. I'll check in with Matt with a check of your weather. Hey, Matt.
Yeah, we're still dealing with a lot of the smoke from those fires in Northern California again today. And one of the problems with all of this and with the weather pattern that we've had is a lot of that air kind of just settles into the valleys, into the basins, especially the Illinois Valley. We're seeing some air stagnation advisories in Josephine, Jackson, really throughout much of our forecast area. So hopefully a new system on the way will start to clear a lot of that out. There's concern with this next system and the rain that's associated with it that we could see some of the mudslides in those burn scar areas. There's a lot of loose soil in Northern California right now, and the Natchez fire in Northern California, as well as the Checo Bar fire, because we do have a very powerful system on the way. It's typical of this time of year, but usually we see a little bit earlier in the year, October or November, so it's a little late this year. Otherwise, you can see the radar loop showing mostly clear skies. So talking specifically about today, we're looking at partly cloudy skies, some fog, and some of that smoky haze from those fires with temperatures around 60 degrees. In the West Valley's winds starting to pick up in the Shasta Valley, so there's some concern out there for any burn restrictions. If you're not sure, it's best not to burn as we go through the day today. Any yard debris you may have, maybe wait till the weekend because we do have rain in the forecast eventually. And east of the Cascades, mostly sunny with some areas of haze as well. Back to you.
All right, Matt, thanks so much. 6:38 is the time right now. NBC5 News at Sunrise is just getting started. Coming up, troops sent to the borders are now being sent home. Why the Trump administration let them leave.
And a new report may help prevent wildfires in the future when it's expected to be released.
But as we go to break, here's a look at this morning's slowest gas according to GasBuddy.com. Stay with us. More NBC5 News at Sunrise is coming up after the break.